starting out solitary. It is week 184, and we're talking about physical journeys, like some call them vision quests, going on retreats to find, I don't know, your spirit guide, different things, but physical ones, not just I'm sitting in a room and tripping on peyote. But the ones that you physically go off. I had a former friend who is of Native American descent, and I don't know when he did it. I think it was around 1718, but his tribe had him go out into the woods. It's one of those things that you go and you keep going and you keep going until, and this can take days, until you start hallucinating, but you're just walking and being in nature, and you find your spirit animal that way. Obviously not all tribes are like that. You have different types of quests, and then retreats, like people pay to go to places to tell them their spirit guide, their animal totem, their goddesses, or just a place where you can learn how to do that. There's a variety of things one can do for a physical journey when it comes to spirituality. I mean, even like Christians and Jews and Muslims have their pilgrimages. I don't know why that's hard for me to say. Now, when it comes to my personal journey, no, I have not done any of the above. I'm not big into physical activity outside the home. That's just me, just being honest. It's also a safety because of my vision. There are plenty of pagans and witches who do these physical journeys, and it's special to them and it's unique to their practice. Every journey is going to be different because every person's different. Even if they go on the same path, they're going to have a different experience. Just like if you take peyote, or there's another one I can't think of that makes you hallucinate, and it's for spiritual purposes, but I can't remember what it's called. You may take the same thing, but you're going to have completely different trips. It's just how life is. But would I want to do that? I'd be open to an experience, but just due to my physical limitations, I would need to have someone there with me because I'm liable to injure myself. By no fault of my own. But I also would have a hard time having my mind be clear as well, just why I can't do meditations, because I have very ADHD mind, and it's just, I just have one of those brains that just does not shut off, no matter how hard I try. I do feel that I kind of feel like it's becoming less and less common, unless it's very culturally specific, such as like Native Americans. But even in that, I find that's becoming less and less common as well. And a lot of traditions are going by the wayside with them as well. And I live in an area where there's many tribes, and it's kind of sad to see, but within the pagan community itself, there are plenty of people who do that, but again, I feel there are more people who don't do it. Are we missing out because we choose not to, or just don't have the opportunity to? Maybe. It's hard to say. It's an experience and a unique one, but I don't feel like it's a requirement to be pagan or a witch or to find your spirit guide, or whatever your goal is in doing that. It's not a necessity, unless, again, it's part of your cultural journey. But generally speaking, it's not a requirement. You're not going to get an F for being a witch, for not doing it, but it would be something that may change your perspective on things, and give you more insight on yourself doing. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this subject, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.